In the intricate web of global geopolitics, few relationships are as fraught with tension and complexity as the one connecting the United States, Iran, and Israel. This triangular dynamic, a cornerstone of Middle Eastern and international affairs for decades, is a volatile mix of historical grievances, ideological clashes, and strategic power plays. To truly grasp the current state of affairs, we must first trace the historical roots of this conflict, understanding how a once allied relationship between the US and Iran soured, and how Israel became a central figure in this unfolding drama. The story begins not with open warfare, but with shifting alliances and revolutions that reshaped the entire region. The escalation of tensions has been marked by a series of high-stakes events that have repeatedly brought the region to the brink of open conflict. From the 1979 Islamic Revolution and the subsequent U.S. hostage crisis to more recent flashpoints, the timeline is punctuated by military standoffs and strategic maneuvering. Key events, such as the targeting of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani by the U.S. and Iran's subsequent missile strikes on American bases, showcase the potential for direct confrontation. Beyond these direct clashes, a shadow war has been waged through proxy conflicts across the Middle East. From Syria and Lebanon to Yemen and Iraq, both Iran and the U.S.-Israel bloc support opposing factions, turning these nations into battlegrounds for their larger geopolitical struggle. These proxy wars allow them to project power and influence while maintaining a degree of deniability, further destabilizing an already volatile region. The constant military posturing in critical waterways, like the Strait of Hormuz, adds another layer of risk, with naval encounters and seized tankers becoming regular occurrences that threaten global energy supplies. Beneath the surface of conventional military posturing lies a clandestine world of covert operations and relentless cyber warfare. This high-stakes intelligence battle is fought in the shadows, where spies and special forces execute secret missions to gather information, sabotage critical infrastructure, and undermine enemy capabilities. Mossad, the CIA, and Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps have been locked in this deadly game for years, with assassinations of nuclear scientists, mysterious explosions at sensitive facilities, and daring intelligence heists becoming hallmarks of this undeclared war. In parallel, the digital realm has emerged as a primary battlefield. State-sponsored hackers relentlessly probe for vulnerabilities in each other's defenses, launching sophisticated cyber attacks aimed at everything from government networks and financial systems to power grids and water treatment plants. These digital battles, like the infamous Stuxnet worm that targeted Iran's nuclear program, represent a new frontier of conflict, one where a single line of code can have devastating real-world consequences, blurring the lines between espionage and outright acts of war. Looking toward the future, the implications of this trilateral tension cast a long shadow over both regional and global stability. The precarious balance is constantly threatened by the potential for miscalculation, where a minor skirmish or covert action could spiral into a full-scale regional war, drawing in global powers and causing catastrophic human and economic fallout. The ongoing pursuit of nuclear capabilities by Iran remains the most critical flashpoint, with Israel and the U.S. adamant about preventing a nuclear-armed Tehran by diplomatic means or otherwise. This standoff not only heightens the risk of preemptive military strikes, but also fuels a potential arms race across the Middle East. The shifting geopolitical landscape, including evolving alliances with Gulf states and the strategic competition between the US and other world powers, like China and Russia, adds further layers of complexity. The path forward is uncertain, and navigating this geopolitical minefield will demand careful diplomacy and a clear-eyed understanding of the profound risks involved. The very future of international security may well depend on the choices made in Washington, Tehran, and Jerusalem.